We're the real Hebrew Israelites. Want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Brakah, Kodash. Double honors goes out to our elder apostles of GMS for teaching us the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is the GMS Denver camp, and we're going to go in on our Tuesday night lesson. So Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson for the flock. But go ahead, we'll go ahead and start with the 1 Peter and 2.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Wherefore, laying aside all malice, and all guile, and hypocrisies, and envies, and all evil speakings, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby."
Con. And we're going in on the prophets tonight, just explaining that, just like our Lord Yahweh Shai, we're also stumbling blocks. The Lord set it up that way, right? So you got it says all these, laying aside the malice, the guile, the envies, the evil speaking, anything that you speak that's not according to the doctrine, what's written, would be considered evil speaking. If you're making up prophecies or you're breaking down prophecies incorrectly or unsoundly, that's what would be considered evil speaking, right? Newborn babes, when you first come into truth, it's let's say you come across a person who's showing the spirit of the elect. You're not gonna start giving them the reincarnation doctrine. You're not gonna give them the dark sentences. You're gonna give them the milk first, right? You're gonna first and foremost, you start out with the cornerstone, which is Yahweh Shai. You teach them that they're an Israelite. You don't jump to the meat. Like if you had a newborn baby, you're not going to give that baby a steak in his first week of being alive. You know what I'm saying? It'll do that baby no good.
And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through all these words real quick, so we get a better understanding of that first verse. Mm-hmm. So this is 1 Peter chapter 2, the first verse going into the word malice.
Mm-hmm. Strong's G 2549. Kakia,
and it goes into malignity, malice, ill will, you see, desire to injure. So we got to put that off as we grow in this walk, man. Mm-hmm. The next word is going to be guile. So guile.
Strong's G 1388.
Dallas. It goes into craft, deceit, guile. So that's when you come into this thing, you have to come into it with the intent to push the word as you were taught it by the men that the Most High said to teach us, man. You can't be out here trying to remix the doctrine and make it a feel good doctrine so you can get more people in your congregation to get more money.
Yeah, according to your benefit.
Yeah. You have to preach it according to the true understanding of what's written that's being given unto us through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. You see? Now the next word goes into hypocrisies.
Strong's G 5272. Hypocrisies.
Oh man. It says the acting of a stage player. So you perpetrate, you act it.
You're a poser.
You're posing, you're not really about it.
Yeah.
And what we're witnessing now, or realizing now, or what's being manifest now, is a lot of these guys who've been calling themselves Israelites all this time, they've been posing, man. They've been acting. Mm-hmm. And we can see it from their actions, like Yahweh Shai even told us. You shall know them by their what?
Fruits.
By their fruit. And that goes into their manner of conduct. Mm-hmm. It goes into how what they're doing and what they're preaching. They're not moving in the proper spirit, man. Yep. So that's something else that we have to put off and make sure that we're not doing that.
And what I was going into, because that brings back into remembrance when I was reading this earlier today, mm-hmm. Yahweh Shai, that he's going to sift the house of Israel. So if you're here posing and you're not the real deal, you're going to get sifted right out of this thing. Like it tells you in Revelation, if you're not. He'd rather you be hot or cold than lukewarm. If you're lukewarm, guess what? You're gonna get kicked. You're gonna get booted out the ministry.
Yep. This is the next word. It goes into envies.
Strong's G 5355. Thanos.
He said it.
Honest.
It said, ill will as detraction, i.e. jealousy, spite. And as brothers, man, we can't be in that spirit. And that's something that was cultivated in us when we were in the world, man. That's worldly. So that's what we have to practice being what? New creatures in Yahweh Shai. That means putting all that madness off. Because there's no room for that in the ministry. And you have to work at it. You have to actually work at not operating in that spirit, man. It's a part of the process.
It's part of that growth.
It's a part of the labor. That's a part of the labor too. Not just doing the videos, but having your character built up in the proper spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I think it's one more and we good. Envy's evil speaking. Oh man.
Strong's G 2636. Katalalia.
God damn.
Katalalia.
Cantalalia.
Katilalia. It says defamation, and all the camps defame us. You see? It says what? Evil speaking, backbiting. You see? So we can't be in that spirit, man. That's not a part of the fruits of the spirit. And that's why you have to pray to the Most High to give you control over your thoughts, or have don't entertain those thoughts when Satan come with it, man. Rebuke that shit, because we know that's not of the spirit. You see, those type of thoughts, those type of actions, those type of characteristics are not of the spirit, man. So you have to understand, and if you know Yahweh, if you know Yahweh Shai, you know that that's not a part of the spirit, and that's not how we're supposed to be operating. So what do? You pray to the Lord to remove those evil thoughts from you. When you read these things, pray that the Most High doesn't have any of these characteristics in us, and if it is in us, purge it from us. You see, that's a part of being in the ministry and walking as a true Israelite, man. You see, not what outwardly, but what inwardly. You see, backbiting goes into malicious talk about someone who is not present. Exactly, yeah, and that's what gossiping and shit. Yeah, that's what niggas do in the world, man. You know, so we can't be like that. That's not a part of the truth. Let me keep going? Or did y'all both want to grab something real quick?
Yeah, if you guys got a precept, go ahead.
We just have to go into those words to get a deeper understanding of that first verse, because it's, you know.
You got one, Anna?
You have one? I have one, but let the brother get one.
Go ahead.
Good.
Oh, you don't have
So
one?
we going on in 1 Peter chapter 2. I read verse 2 again. It says, as newborn babes, you have to be raised up in this thing, man, from a babe until an adult in the spirit.
The scripture speaks that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has perfected the praise in the mouth of babes. You know,
and when you go into a babe is humble, a babe is meek, a babe is innocent, a babe is
still need to be instructed.
A babe is easily trusting. You know, these are the spirits. These are the characteristics that we need to take on as we come into this truth. You know, and it goes into what? Leaning not upon our own understanding, man. Forgetting all that shit you learned as you were raised up in the world, and become a new creature as you walk in this truth and faith in Yahweh Shai, man. You have to forget everything. You see?
Gotta throw it out the window.
Yeah, because guess what? Everything that we were taught here up under Esau, man, that shit is wrong. It's not in accordance to the spirit of the Lord, man. And if you want to continue to move in that spirit, the Most High not going to deal with you. And eventually, like you said earlier, it's going to have you get what? Spewed out.
Yep.
And that's what all of us have to make sure we're on point when it comes to walking in that proper spirit, man. You know? Now, 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 2, it says, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. So that goes into what? Learning the fundamentals first. You learn the basics. And that's about any discipline you go into. You don't when you go into making swords, you don't go to the goddamn top of the, you know what I'm saying? Making the, you know what I'm saying, the expert and making the expert techniques.
Or if you're in martial arts, you're gonna learn like the basic punches. The brother was in boxing.
Yeah,
he didn't go to, you give him your experience.
You learn how to keep your hands up.
Yeah. Chin
tuck. Learn how to throw your jab.
Fundamentals.
You learn the footwork. The basic things, man, and then as you master the fundamentals, you can start going into the deepness. You see?
And then you can put it all together.
Yeah. And that's what's happened with us. When we came in, we had to learn the basics, learn the fundamentals, and then as we got good with this double-edged sword, we out there doing tricks with it. And the Christians come up trying to come against us in the scriptures.
And we
They
even,
we tossing that mud behind our back,
like for
catching it on the
instance,
side
yeah.
and shit.
Well, we go into like, because I know if I've watched like a video when I first came into the truth and compared to a video that you do now, you know, it's a night and day. You know, the difference of in the way the flow comes out, you know,
We're
things like that.
more seasoned.
Con
You see more
experience,
experience. Yeah.
you know.
So it goes on to say, 1 Peter 2:3, if so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what that says in the NLT real quick. My bad.
Go ahead, you good?
Bible comparison NLT. 1 Peter 2:3 in the NLT, it says, now that you have had a taste of the Lord's kindness, and that's what it is.
God,
Him allowing us to operate in the
He's
Spirit,
having
him
some mercy on us.
having mercy, favor upon us, man. You know.
Yep.
Want to keep going?
Con, go down to.
You have one? You good?
No, I'm gonna hold on to it.
All right. So 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 4, it says, you don't want me to keep going.
Yeah, keep going,
Alright.
because this is the main, like, kind of the.
Okay. It says, well, 1 Peter 2:4, it says, to whom coming as unto a lively stone,
Living.
this,
A living stone.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you good.
as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of the Most High and precious.
And who's that speaking of? That's going into Yahweh Shai,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he's that disallowed. He's disallowed by men during his when Yahweh Shai was on the earth. You know, his own people rejected him. You know, of course the heathen reject him, right? And that's the same walk we're part of. You know, this everything aforetime is written for our learning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the same spirit as Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we have to expect to be treated that same way, rejected,
Mm-hmm.
disallowed among men, you know. And this is part of that. This is part of that burden, carrying the cross, carrying your own cross, you know.
Let me get this in the NLT real quick.
Mm-hmm.
1 Peter 2:4 in the NLT, it says, you are coming to Mashiach, who is the living cornerstone of the Most High's temple.
Mm-hmm.
He was rejected by people, but he was chosen by the Most High for great honor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is, man. He was rejected by the wicked of our people. You see, but he was set up to be that cornerstone. He was set up to be that relay back to the Most High, man.
Yep.
Yahweh Shai is our lifeline.
Oh no, will you grab Isaiah 53 and read a couple verses there? But go ahead, keep going up.
So he has great honor because that's the position that the Most High put him in, man.
Yep.
And you have a lot of Israelites who don't want to accept that. You know, that they want to be the chief high priest.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only one chief high priest, man, and that's our Lord Yahweh Shai in the heavens right now. You see, sending down the Holy Spirit into us for us to do this work and labor in the name and shit in His name, in all truth and sincerity, man.
I got a quick one.
Yeah.
This is 1 Peter 4, and I'm starting verse 12. It says, beloved, think it not strange concerning a fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you.
Mm.
On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified.
And that's what it is, man. That one, you know, he what was that first part? Can you read that first part again real quick?
It says
Oh, sure.
the fiery trial. Or-
Con, about the. Go ahead, read the beginning of that again.
That's the Apostle Peter too.
Right. 1 Peter 4 and verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try
Oh yeah,
you.
it's strange. Remember I said everything written aforetime is for our learning. So hey, Yahweh Shai was going through the same stuff that we go through here, right? So we're not supposed to sit here. Oh, is that going to make you give up the ministry? Is that going to make you, not want to do the videos, not want to go to camp? No, if that's the spirit on you, you're not of the elect. You got to remember, Yahweh Shai walked this first before we did, So that right there is he's that example. He's our big brother, right, so to speak. He's that model, that perfect model that we try to model ourselves, and we try to mimic, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai,
And it comes with trials and tribulations, man, because we're walking righteously in the wicked world.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody around us outside of the truth is demons, man. Well, let me say like everybody outside of the body of Yahweh Shai, they're demons, man. You see, and this is why they defame us. They speak evil against us, like what we read when we first started the lesson. They're in the spirit of coming against us in that spirit, man. Because what we are of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. But we can't think it's strange because this is what it is, man. If we say we serve Yahweh Shah, this is what comes with that territory. Because we're operating in that spirit, that righteous spirit. Let me grab this real quick.
And if I can say really quick, the thing is Yahweh, he set it up this way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he ordained all of this chaos, all of, you know, the whole world, basically me against the world type mentality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it comes to the Lord's servants, the prophets, and the rest of these people out here, you know.
And that's what's coming, man. And a lot of people don't understand what they're truly involved in because that's why you have a lot of Israelites out here thinking there ain't no tribulation coming.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and if you're thinking that, you don't serve Yahweh Shah. Because what does it look like Yahweh Shah went through? All that suffering he went through to get his glory. But now you're talking about ain't no tribulation coming, but you're going to go into the kingdom, no tribulation. That's not how it works, man.
Hey, because they didn't get the milk, man. That's one of the first things you learn.
There it is. There it is.
You'll be hated for having this truth, man.
Yo, and when you first come in, man, the Most High, he laid that thing on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Suffering after suffering after suffering after suffering. Because what? It's trial by, it's baptism by fire, man. Did not the Apostle John tell us that? Not the Apostle John, John the Baptist tell us that.
Yeah.
You know? So this is, let me get Philippians 1:29 real quick. It says, for unto you it is given in the behalf of Mashiach, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake. Mm-hmm. There it is. So we've been given the privilege to suffer for him. I mean, to believe in him. So now we also have the privilege to suffer for him. And it's an honor, man. It can be rough some days.
And that brother read it in that verse that he read. At the end, it says you're supposed to rejoice in these sufferings. Because why? You're taking part in the same sufferings that Yahweh Shai took part in.
It's looking like we could be of that number, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
If you read verse 30.
Mm-hmm. I was going to get it.
Yeah.
Verse 30 goes on to say, having the same conflict which ye saw in me, and now here in me to be. Mm. So let me get in the NLT real quick. First, Philippians 1:30. We are in this struggle together.
Oh, yeah.
You have seen my struggle in the past, and you know that I am still in the midst of it. What's up? Yes, sir?
Oh, no, I'm holding the next chapter, verse 1 and 2 and 3.
So that's what it is, man. That's what this thing is a part of. I mean, this is what this thing is about, suffering, man. Because that's how we're going to be made perfect. That's how we're made better in the spirit. You know, the suffering causes us to cleave unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua even more, which increases our faith, our trust, our belief, our confidence. You see,
to us, it shouldn't be strange as it is to the people outside of this, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua already preordained this, and Yahushua warned us about this. Mm-hmm. The scriptures tell us to look at our ancestors and look at everything they went through. As the brother's speaking on,
examples, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this verse came to mind when the brothers were talking about that. It says, 1 Peter 5:9, it says, whom resisted steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So we're all the brotherhood is going through the same afflictions, man. Sometimes we may not even know it. You go through you catch some hell. And you're catching hell after day after day after day. Next thing you know, you put on a video, and a different brother from a different region, he catching the same hell as you are. Yeah. You know, that kind of stuff happens in the spirit, you know. Because that's the thing. We're the brethren. We're those men of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. We have to share and partake in those sufferings. Like it says right here, the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. You know?
So we're in the body of Yahweh Shai, man. We all feel it. You know what I'm saying? We all go through it. You know? This is a part of it. Mm-hmm. Y'all have some?
Nah. Right here, this is John chapter 16, verse 1. These things I have spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. See, it is plain and simple. You know? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gave us all these examples so we could be ready for these trials, for these tribulations, you know? And yes, as the brother are saying, we have to learn. We have to be like reborn, little children, learning how to go through this suffering, learning how to take those beatings for doing the good will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, and rejoicing in that. Because guess what? Yeah, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua sees everything we're going through for his sakes.
And a part of the milk is having an understanding of what this thing is about, having an understanding of what the vision is, having an understanding of what the Most High's will is. So it makes it a little bit easier to deal with the hell that comes with serving the Lord, man, because we understand, we know the end, we know the end game, we know the end goal, we know that this is not going to be forever.
We understand the assignment.
It's just a temporary estate that we have to suffer through for now, because even the Lord told us that what all this is temporal, man. We doing all this suffering we going through is gonna accumulate into a eternal weight of glory, man. You know, so that's why it makes it shit. Well, you know what? Hey, just give me the strength to get through it. You make it through the next day. You do the work. You do whatever you need to do to serve the Lord. And you just do that day by day, and before you know it, the Lord's gonna be beating us up, Lord willing. You know, Lord willing, we be a part of that number, man.
Yeah, let me go on to this. I already know this happened to our apostles, you know, but let's just go into it. It says, verse 2, they shall put you out of the synagogues. Yeah, the time cometh that whatsoever killeth you will think that they do it the good service. And this even happened before that. You know, look at the time when after Yahushua was put to death. You know, they were going around killing the believers.
God.
Beating them and shit.
Yep.
Throwing them in prison. And the thing is, these same things are coming back, man.
God.
Yeah.
This is coming back. It's gonna be even more harsh because this is the final time of salvation. This is the last time the Most High will ever have to deliver us out of trials and tribulations. But it's gonna be even on an even greater level.
Trouble is gonna be worse than all the afflictions that our people have suffered in the past.
Yeah, man.
You gotta think about that. You know.
Look, you got these people that look at Esau Edom as being the God, you know, and they're gonna do whatever they think is pleasing in the sight of Esau Edom, when in reality they're doing evil. You know, so hey, take it cheerfully, man.
That we know what's going on, man. That we know the mind of Yahushua.
God. Hey, Baba Kishar, read that verse about being offended again.
Let's see. It says, John 15:1. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended.
And who's the one who's not going to be offended? It's the elect.
God.
All right, because all these other people, they're set up to be offended by this truth, offended by the gospel, offended by the Lord's servants, the prophets. You know. So that's that spirit of discernment. You know, and the spirit beareth witness. You know, if we see you're offended when we're out there preaching the gospel, guess what? We know who the fuck you are. Not only do we not give a fuck, but we know who the fuck it is. Now that's just the 2/3 ass. You get offended at this, hey, kick rocks. You know?
getting offended because we tell you we about to have clean water in the world to come. You niggas mad.
Let me go to verse 3 because it's gonna say exactly why. You know, it says verse 3, and these things they will do unto you because they have not known the Father nor me. So, hey, the only reason they're getting offended and they hate the prophets and they hate the elect, they hate those that believe the truth, is because they don't know the Father, Yahweh, nor his Son, Yahushua.
And that's why we got to be in the spirit to not back down, man, because we haven't done anything wrong. As Israelites, this is what we were created to do. It's in us to. We are programmed to serve the Lord, man. That's our purpose as so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, the 12 tribes. Our duty is to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and now He's allowing the remnant to return back and serve in the proper way through faith in Yahushua. This is what we have been commanded to do. Don't let Esau come and shake you and make you feel like you're doing something wrong, make you feel like you being hateful, you being a bigot, you being racist. Fuck all that. We're doing what the Most High told us, man. We believe in what the Most High spoke. You know, we ain't did nothing wrong, and that's why when the time comes, man, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to justify us, and that's why we have all those different accounts written of our righteous forefathers. You know, who stood in boldness in serving the Lord, and what did he do? He uplifted and defended them, man.
We have that same faith that the same thing is going to happen with us. You know. Go ahead, Ak.
So, verse 4. But these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them, and these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with them.
And that goes right into what we keep saying. Everything aforetime was written for our learning. Yahweh Shai's now put his name on it. Right? He's telling you, I told you before time. When these things start happening, remember these words.
Read it
You
again.
know?
It says John 16 verse 4, but these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them.
So when you find yourself in that situation, or you being persecuted for righteousness' sake, that gives you comfort because what? Yahweh Shai told us we are gonna go through it. I'm going through this because I serve Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
We are refraining from the lust of the world, man. We ain't out here moving like 2/3 niggas moving, man.
Hey, and then we expect the miracles, man. I mean, how they gonna happen if you don't get hemmed up? If things don't, if you're
You
not
gotta be
put.
put in the jam.
God.
You gotta be
God.
put in the jam for the miracles to
God.
work. That's what's gonna cause your faith to be. Hey, shit.
Oh,
You know what I'm
what's about to happen?
saying? Oh shit.
And you know what? With wisdom, with understanding, with wanting to grow, you have to be put in those jams.
God.
You have to, or else how are
How
you
you
gonna
gonna
grow?
appreciate it?
If you're not putting, if a calf it just born doesn't get up and
That's
learn
that.
how to walk, how is it ever gonna get up and learn how to walk if it's
God.
not struggling to maintain its own weight to get up and then
Get stronger.
get stronger, man.
Yep.
Let me
Same
get
thing in the faith. You know, we have to, and to get this understanding, to get this wisdom, to build up our faith, we have to go through all these trials and tribulations
catch that
and
hell.
lean on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to guide us the right way, and we can see things playing out easily. Hey, a rookie, he makes a lot of mistakes because everything's moving too fast. But after a while, he turns into a vet. Things slow down for him, and he can see the place happening. He can see things happening
Wow.
before it even happens.
Yep.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 3:5. It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself.
God.
As gold in the furnace have he tried them
God.
and
Oh.
received them as a burnt offering.
So yeah, exactly what he just read. I'm glad you read that because that now grabbed that Isaiah 53, because that's what this is, man. The Most High has proven His men through this truth, through this knowledge.
Amazon.
You know, through these sufferings, through all the trials and the tribulations and the you know, removing the dross, purging us from our iniquity.
It's the
you
only
know,
way to make us better, man.
God.
Through the sufferings. The sufferings make us better.
And he did the same thing with who? The cornerstone. Started out first and foremost with Yahweh Shai, right? So go ahead and read the Isaiah 53.
This
You
is
like that Wisdom of Solomon?
Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 1, and it reads, Who hath believed our report,
That's it.
and to whom is the arm of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai revealed?
Fine. Who's the armor? The armor Yahweh that is Yahweh Shai. So who is he revealed to? He's revealed to the elect, because the others reject it. That he's that stumbling block, just like his men are the same, the stumbling blocks. But go ahead, Ak.
It says, verse 2, For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He had no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
And that's how they look at us when we're out there teaching and preaching. We don't have a big mega church. We're not wearing 3-piece suits, you know. So he was in a humble state. Even the birth of Yahweh Shai was in a humble. You know, he was laid in a manger, a place where the animals would feed out of. You know, it was a humble beginning, right? And this is the same thing with us. We're out there teaching and preaching. The majority of these people, they don't expect us to be the men of the Lord. You know, they don't expect us to have wisdom and hold the true knowledge, you know? And that's the way Yahweh has always set it up, man.
I'm about to say that he packaged this thing so the world can receive it.
Come.
It's only going to be those elect spirits that gravitate toward the men that's preaching the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It ain't going to be, it's not, and that cuts this Israel worldwide. Look, man, the Most High is not saving the entire nation. He's only gathering his elect now. And Yahweh Shai even told you that in Matthew 24. That's what it's all about. It's all about the remnant that the Most High is preordained to return back unto him through faith in Yahweh Shai, and that's it.
Yep. And
You
that's
see?
why the majority of these people, like the brother read, who shall believe the report? The only ones that can believe the report, that are set up, preordained, the destiny to believe, that have that faith, is the elect.
That's it.
Everybody else it's not for them. I think you can keep going a couple more verses on that. Baba Kishah.
But let me get that Baba Kishah right away in the Good News translation.
Come on, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 53 verse 2. It was the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that his servant grow like a plant taking root in dry ground. He had no dignity or beauty that makes us take notice of him. There was nothing attractive about him, nothing that would draw us to him.
So it wasn't he didn't come worldly.
God.
You know what I'm saying? He came to do his Father's will, man. That's what it was all about. He didn't come like the wicked scribes and Pharisees, man. He didn't come with the big phylacteries and the fucking super fucking hero garment.
Got beautiful tunic.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't come having apostles marching
It was laced
formation.
with golden chain,
with the dope ass fresh lineup.
Yeah. He ain't come having the apostles walking in formation to the Passover. He didn't go to the Passover riding on the white horse.
You didn't have the top of the line Jordans.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He was chilling, man.
Walking around with Gucci. Come on, man.
He was chilling, man. He came low.
Yeah, he was a stumbling block, man.
Verse
go ahead.
3
Yeah,
in the
good one.
KJV, it says, "He is despised and rejected of man, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and we hid as it were our face from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not."
God, and that's the same thing that happens with his servants, with the prophets. Are we not despised out there? Are we not rejected?
It's gonna ramp up. It's gonna get even worse.
God.
The shit we going through now, it ain't compared to what we about to come into. You have motherfuckers like after us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is verse 4. "Surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did not esteem him stricken, smitten, of power, and afflicted."
If let's see where we at. Colin, you want to break that down?
God, man. So hey, man, a lot of the things he suffered was for us, man.
Yes. Read
You know,
down
he
10.
he took our sins, man, to that cross, man.
Colin,
Man, if it ain't for Yahweh Shai, man, we done. And there's a lot of people out here that want to make themselves the top man in Israel, man. And that's crazy because he suffered a lot, man. He suffered a lot for us to be called back to Yahweh, man.
Yeah.
But that's just the way Yahweh wanted it to happen.
Colin, yeah, go ahead. Keep reading it. You got one now?
I was gonna just add to that, man. Like Yahweh Shai, he had to be that perfect sacrifice. Here it is. He's the son of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He has tremendous wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we can't even really comprehend. And he had to walk that walk, man, for us to even be here. You know what I'm saying?
Colin.
And
He had
that
to
whole
suffer.
time, and that whole time, he was humble. He was teaching those that really wanted to learn how to walk, what to look forward to. You know, he wasn't hiding things, and trying to cause them to stray off or nothing like that. His elect, I'm talking about his elect. He was warning them. He was giving them examples of what was going to happen and what was going to happen to him, and letting them know, hey, you're going to have to drink of this cup also.
He came as a servant, and that's what we do as well, man. We come as servants to push this word for. So
Yeah, we're not out here glorifying ourselves.
Yeah, so we push this word for so the elect can receive it, believe upon it, and be sealed unto salvation, man. That's our job as unprofitable servants. That's why we do the work, and we don't complain about it. We just knock it out. We ain't asking you for no money. We doing this because this is what Yahweh Shai commanded us to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this is what Yahweh Shai told us to do if we truly love Him, and that's what we've been on, and that's what the true leaders have been teaching us ever since we came into this thing, man. And we've been following their example because they're doing this. They ain't just telling us to do it, and they ain't not on the highways and byways. They out there
Drinking hot cocoa.
you know what I'm saying?
in the background in the office.
They out there on the front
Background.
lines with us, man. Every week they out there. Every day they putting up videos, multiple videos. They're leading by example, just like Yahweh Shai did, man. And guess what? We're following their lead, and they're leading us in the right way, man. You see? That's why you see so many videos flowing out from Great Millstone, and that goes into what Yahweh Shai said, man. He that believeth upon me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
God.
And that's why you see Great Millstone flooding the internet with this truth,
Yep.
man. Well, you only got like 5 or 6 dudes from the other camps that only do videos. No, every brother does videos,
Not
man.
only is it being flooded, but it's being flooded with sound doctrine.
Sound doctrine, that's
You know?
right.
And then you don't got these brothers, these other camps. They may not have as many videos, and they go off more than all the flood of GMS. You know, pushing all these false doctrines, pushing all these wrong breakdowns. You know,
Got that congregation in the lax spirit, thinking this is 1,000 years from now. Hell no.
Huh. and the way the word, as they go on, as the time, passes, they wax worse and worse. You know, because you got men, you watch,
Well-
you see it happen.
Well, ain't that what the scriptures say though?
Con.
Let me get this real quick. This is Acts. Man, I hate getting that iPhone. Let me see.
Because just when you think that these camps ain't gonna come up with some bullshit, they blow your mind with some bullshit breakdown. You thought you thought they weren't capable of breaking it down.
Worse.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
Here comes
Like,
another
damn,
one.
you
That's
got-
where
you saying some
they're like
news.
they're competing to see who could bring out the worst breakdown.
Right? Yeah, that's pretty much what it seemed like.
Oh man, I wanted to Acts, man. If this be a
Come.
man that will come to naught.
Oh, I think it's
Acts 5.
Is it? No,
Gamaliel?
that's not. That's not
Gamaliel?
X5. Oh yeah, it is X5.
Gamaliel?
30,
Council of Gamaliel.
Oh, let me see.
39.
Yep, there it is. Acts 5. This is Acts 5 and 38. Call that. Acts 5 and 38 in the KJV it says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught." And that's why you see these camps outside the Great Millstone waxing worse and worse. Because what they're doing is a man. It ain't of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And this is why their breakdowns are getting worse and worse to the point where like, damn, they
Like they really came up with
that shit actually got even worse than that first whack ass breakdown they had.
It's bugged out, man.
You see? It says what? Acts 5 and 39, but if it be of the Most High, he cannot overthrow it, lest haply he be found even to fight against the Most High. And that's what's going to be found out when you come up against Great Millstone and the brothers that teach the same doctrine as Great Millstone. That this was of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And the camp that has been on point this entire time has been Great Millstone through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh
starting out
Ba'Shem
with
Yahweh
our
Shai.
elders,
That's right. And everything they've taught us is falling right in line with everything that's coming to pass. Because what? It's all of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. We have the one true doctrine
That's right.
through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I'm going to keep saying that. How can you say that just like I did? That's what it is, man. That's the truth, man.
And it's not about being braggadocious. It's just about being
It's the truth.
facts.
It's the truth. What you got?
Somebody has to have the truth, and who actually, whose doctrine is lining up more to the spirit, all right, to the words that are in the Bible? Then, I mean, come on, you really have to look at every camp. It doesn't matter if you're looking at all these false religions like Catholics and Christians and Jehovah's Witnesses. Who is actually lining up to what's written in the book? Who's being led by the true spirit?
The only way you're going to be able to tell is what? If the Most High is dealing with you to allow you to see it. That's the cold part about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't even fucking see it if the Most High wants you to get it.
Because my
And
thing
that's why
is,
you have those other camps. Congregations so fucking big because those people that's following them, they can't fucking see it.
because the thing is, yeah, there's a valley of dry bones. Some got the sinew, you know.
They
Some
know they're
got the
Israelites.
skins.
Yo, they know they're Israelites. They got their hair wrapped.
They just don't have
But-
that breath.
Yep. Who
their
has the
garments
breath of
flowing.
life? Who has that
Tongue.
breath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man?
That's right.
Tongue.
That's right.
God, it's like night and day, man.
That's right.
Yep.
But you hear so many, man, you see some, man, I was in Sprouts one day. Niggas and there was this fucking woman, hair wrap on, she had a dress on. They walk around with fringes all over the place. I'm like, bro, these niggas
Showing out,
Yeah.
huh?
tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody at my job like that, man.
What?
Wearing fringes at the job. I'm like, man.
Man,
And those are the worst women too.
Hey,
The ones that think they're in the truth.
bro, I answered a fucking.
You know?
I was answering a call one day
Uh.
at work. It was a dude I was helping. It was just had IUIC in the background blasting at work.
Oh,
Bro,
man.
you can tell it was IUIC from how they read, and
Yeah.
in the Lord. Bro, like goddamn, no type of fucking
Discretion.
at all, bro.
God.
And being discreet
Clark
doesn't
Kent,
mean
man.
that you're
Clark
ashamed, man. Is you
Wisdom,
being wise,
man.
Well,
man.
also, you know that this is reserved for a certain group, a certain part of the Israelites. It's not for everybody.
You don't
So
cast
you're not
your
gonna
pearls
just
out there.
exactly. You don't cast your pearl before the swine. You don't give this to everybody, man, and just put it out there like it's some type of marketing type thing.
Hey,
You know.
Jake be getting mad because they Jace get stepped on. Well, guess what? We get mad when people try using the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in the wrong ways, man.
And that's why we're called defenders of the gospel.
Yep.
You know.
Cause as soon as you start to bump head with a motherfucker that don't believe in the truth, and they come with some whack breakdown, you get in defense mode, man. You get in your battle stance spiritually.
Like that time you were at the
Yeah,
buying oils. And
yeah.
Spirit jumps on you,
Spirit
man.
jumped on you, and we so fervent about this week because we do this for real. We not playing with you niggas, man.
And sometimes we don't even notice it, but other people be like, "Oh, dude, you just changed your whole countenance or the
'Cause
way
we don't-
your spirit
we don't
changed.
play-
Like,
we don't
you're-
play when it
you're
comes to this,
passionate
man.
about this.
We don't
You know, I've
play
had
with-
people say that about me, and you don't realize that we sometimes that just how passionate we are about it.
Sometimes
Until that
they get
spirit
afraid,
jump on
man.
us.
Yo,
They get kind of scared and shit.
Because they can see that spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Like, oh shit, this
Right,
dude's
right.
Yahweh
about
Shai's
it.
an austere
we
man.
do this
God.
for real. We
Yup.
warriors in the spirit, man. We spiritual warriors. You see?
Right, man.
That's
That's
a
right.
spirit.
That's
That's
the
a
spirit.
spirit. That's a page. And we spiritual warriors, man. When it comes to defending this gospel, we do it. Like when you go up to a fucking professional boxer, man, you come up and you threatening him, he gonna do what he naturally do. He gonna automatically get in his motherfucking stance and prepare to defend himself from this onslaught of attack. You see?
Yup.
And that's what we do when it comes to defending this word, man. We not gonna just let you be out here spewing whatever. You know? And if you want to come and talk about, you want to tell us about, we gonna tell you what it is, man. We not finna hold nothing back from you. We'll decapitate your ass with this word.
That's right.
What you got?
This is 2 Corinthians 11:3. And it says, "But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach." And it's about keeping it simple, man.
Simple, man.
Like desiring the sincere milk, start there, you know what I'm saying? And these other groups, they skipped over the milk. They wanted to be,
The
looked
man.
at as, looked at as somebody.
God.
And now they bugging the fuck out in these last days, man. They've been corrupted from the simplicity, man.
They fundamental shot.
And like I said earlier, Yahweh Shai, he's the great sifter. You know, he's gonna sift all of these posers, all of these what was the word that we looked up that was posers? Hypocrites. You know, he's gonna sift it out, man. Where at the end, guess who's gonna be left standing?
You know what?
The elect.
That's a spirit, man, because Apostle Gabar and them was going to that earlier today when they all sit down.
Oh, for real?
Tomorrow, GMS make the truth a little boring. Well, nigga, what you want us to do?
God.
The doctrine is already laid out. All we can do is come. It tells you in Amos real quick.
I just got done doing a video on that. Like it might sound like we're just repeating ourselves, but the doctrine it doesn't change.
It don't change. What
God.
the fuck you want
Well,
us to do?
it is a repetitive thing, and you got to remember, our people are hard-headed. You got to repeat yourself to our people.
Because the thing
You
is
know?
this entire thing has already been ordained from the beginning. It's already set to play out how the Most High wants it to play out, and He's given us the word to publish unto the world, and you can't come and alter and change that because now you're adding and taking away, man.
And my thing is also with that, believers are waking up at certain times, man. So if you can't have mercy for the word being preached the way it's being preached to the new believers, man, how is it that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna have mercy upon you, man? You're not being patient, long suffering. Come on, man.
So this is Amos 3:7. It says, "Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but He revealeth His secret unto His servants the prophets." He's made this thing known unto us through Yahweh Shai by way of the Holy Spirit, and we go out here and push it as we were taught to push it, man. You see, we give the true understanding of the Most High's will, and everything that we've told the world is what we see coming to pass. Because what? This is all according to Yahweh, man. You see, and you can't add to it. You can't take away from it. You can't deviate. You can't water it down. You have to give it raw and uncut. Now it goes back to say, Amos 3:8, the lion have roared, who will not fear? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai has spoken, who can but prophesy? The Most High has already spoken what it was going to be. All you can do is say before it happens. That's what prophesy means.
God.
To prophesy is to say before it happens. Everything in human existence is already set up to come to pass.
Yeah.
The Most High has put us down in a specific spot in the
That's why I say
timeline.
the prophets are subject unto the prophets, man. If you was a prophets of old, guess what?
Yup.
You're a prophet in this generation.
So all you
Yeah.
can do, the Most High set us down in this specific point in the timeline before everything is fully fulfilled. Go out here and tell them what's about to come to pass. Hey, I'm showing you this, and this. I'm about to do this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Go tell the world. And as we've been raised up over the course of time, preaching and prophesying, everything has happened just like the Most High wanted
the way
to.
it's been
And the
written.
prophets have been here to tell you before it even happens, man.
Con.
You see?
What was that last part you read in that verse you just read?
Amos
What's the
3
last part?
Amos 3:8, it says, the lion have roared, who will not fear? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has spoken, who can but prophesy? That's
God.
all you can do.
Con, who can but prophesy? And the answer, the Spirit's got to be dealing with you for you to be able to prophesy. You know? If the Spirit's not dealing with you, you're going to be like these low-level groups that are giving wrong breakdowns and
True.
teaching and with guile and teaching with, like we were saying, hypocrisies,
They true.
evil speakings, you know?
And once again, it goes back to not having those fundamentals
Con.
firmly grasped. That's why you got guys who get all the way to the end now talking about, oh, the heathen can be saved. Oh, now Esau, the Most High loves Esau. He hates Jacob now. Ain't no miracles coming. Ain't no angels. Ain't no chariots. If Yahushua did do miracles, it's witchcraft.
Con.
The
And
mark of the beast is sin. It's an embargo. It's white women. It's
1,000 years still to
1,000.
go.
It's 1,000
the
years
end.
left before the kingdom of heaven.
And that was coming
Hell
from a
no.
dude that he has experience. But guess what? He's waxing worse and worse in the spirit.
Tripping.
You know, because that dude's been, he's been on the internet for a while, and the Lord He created. It tells you that Yahweh created the false prophet too, and He puts those false prophecies in the false prophets' mouths. You know, so it's all ordained by Yahweh. You know, whether you're on point with the doctrine or when you're going off, it's all Yahweh's will. You guys got any precepts? Otherwise, if you could go keep going in that First Peter, we'll forget about that Corinthians.
I got some.
Go ahead,
Go
bro.
ahead.
So it's talking about those dudes waxing worse and worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is John chapter 15, and verse 4. This is Lord Yahweh Shai speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me.
God, so you have to be in the same spirit as Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to be able to have the proper breakdowns. If you're not in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you're gonna wax worse and worse. You're gonna teach the flock wrong. You're gonna lead the flock astray, and eventually that's gonna be your ass. You know?
As their blood on your hands.
God, exactly. God, anybody got one?
God, I had this right away. We were talking on this point, but this is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 20, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak, but that ye also may know my affairs and how I do. Tychicus and beloved brethren and faithful minister in the Lord shall make known to you all things, who I have sent unto you for the same purpose, that ye might know our affairs and that ye might comfort your hearts. So at the end of the day, not only are we sent out the same way, our elders, our apostles have been sent out this way, and this is the same repetition events that have happened before, man. Right?
Look, man, it's not finna be no new tricks. It's all it is. The word that's been spoken by the Lord, the full understanding of it has been given. You see, through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Shai, and He set us up to give it to the world.
Yep.
It don't change.
We're not here to reinvent the wheel.
You know what I'm saying? If the doctrine changed, that means the Most High changes, and we know the Most High doesn't change.
Yeah.
So the true doctrine won't change either. So it's gonna be repetitive. It's gonna, man. How many times do you read "I am the Lord thy power" in the first 5 books?
Or there's certain books where you read and you'll read a scripture and you keep reading down, and you thought you read because it says almost the exact same thing. You're like, dang, did I mess up or did I? No, you look up and there it was. It said the same thing, couple verses up. You know, this thing is very repetitive by nature. You know.
And then that's also, hey, we know that Israel is a stiff-necked people.
Yep.
You know.
And the thing is with the truth, if the truth doesn't change.
Yeah.
A lie is what changes.
Oh yeah.
A lie is what's always been altered, but the truth of
truth
something
is consistent.
It's consistent.
You
It
know?
doesn't change. You see?
Yep.
Hey, you hear that on those crime scenes?
Get the fuck out my head. I don't do that shit. When you got 2 witnesses, they put one in one room, put one in the other room. All right, what's your story? They leave out. Okay, they both add up. They're telling the truth.
Yep.
If one lying and the other one telling the truth, oh, somebody lying. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the same thing with this ministry. That's that sifting.
That's
Yahweh
crazy. That's crazy.
the sifting's gonna happen. Hey, who's telling the truth? Who's consistent? Our elders have been consistent, man. They've been saying the same things since the inception of the ministry. You know?
And if
You got guys like Bishop Nathaniel. He changes shit up. What's that verse? Meddle not with them that are given a change.
A double-minded man is
Con.
unstable in all his
So
ways.
hey, what is Bishop Nathaniel like? First he was saying there ain't not gonna be no Jacob's trouble. Now he believes there is gonna be Jacob's
I
trouble.
never
He
said
God,
that there
he's gonna do it.
if you listen.
Moron.
Yeah.
Moron.
And he's gonna be
You love that shit, don't you?
and
You love that moron
he's gonna
shit.
be that slimy serpent. That spirit is gonna be on him. The same thing when that micro C hip gets introduced.
It's June.
Con, and he's gonna slime his way and slither his way into saying, oh, he was never against that, or he was never against that teaching, or for him, there's so many examples with that so-called leader over there at the IUIC, that you have to have a spirit of discernment. Obviously there are going to be some members of the elect in that congregation. But at this point, you got to be like, yo, why? If you are of the elect, how don't you have this discernment to see who's leading you?
You can't be a fucking zombie, man.
Yeah, that too.
Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
That too.
Yep.
The apostle was talking about it, and it's funny because we think about the same things a lot of the times. Because I had parked somewhere, and I was coming out the store, and I was like, I already knew somebody was gonna park next to me, and I went in and I started playing. The apostles' video was on, and like he was saying the same thing. And like we parked over here, I was telling the brother, hey, as soon as we come back to the car, someone's gonna park right there. Why? Because these people are like sheep. They just follow. They don't really think, It's like a lot of these 2/3, they're just sheep being led to the slaughter because they're not willing to question.
Well, shit, and if they're not willing, it's because they don't got it in them to
Yep.
do it. It's not a part of their program right now.
1 Corinthians 4:3.
For the gospel be hid.
To those who are lost.
I'll bring it out. You brothers got something?
I got something.
Go ahead, huh?
This is Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I, the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, have deceived that prophet. And I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel.
God, and so there's a great destruction coming to the false prophets. That's why this thing is so severely important to break these scriptures down soundly, because you gotta, like I said earlier, Yahweh is in control of both the false prophet and the true prophet. But guess what? He's going to destroy that false prophet.
That's right.
You want to finish off going to 10 on that 1 Peter 2?
So I'm back in. Yes, sir.
Let me just bring
ahead,
it up. What Josh says, and I quoted it wrong. Give 2 Corinthians 4:3. It says, "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost." in whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of power, should shine unto them.
Yep, and guess what? What he said right there, it lines up in different words. He read it in Isaiah 53. To whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? Yahushua is not going to be revealed to the 2/3.
And
You know? They're gonna
Yahushua
reject
said,
him.
bro, he told the disciples, what did he tell them? Like, the disciples asked him, why are you talking parables?
God,
It's not meant for
it's
the
not for
elect.
everybody. You
It's
know,
only meant for the
only
it's
only,
the elect.
only the elect are going to be able to understand a parable, a proverb. You know, everybody who's lost, that's that dross, that those 2/3 that are useless right now for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know,
Yeah, for the fire.
saying like the brother said last week to an individual, this ain't for you. It's not for everybody. You know.
You got some more?
Nah.
So we're back in 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 4. It says,
Oh, we barely got to 4. That's all right. We're almost done here.
1 Peter 2 and 4, it says, to whom concerning as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of the Most High and precious.
Still talking about Yahweh Shai, right? Go ahead.
Verse 5, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
And this is why going in again, it's a spiritual house. Remember, this is that stumbling block, right? Because the carnal people, the 2/3, the heathen, they look at the camps and they're like, well, these guys ain't the men of the Lord. They ain't got a building. They don't got they ain't got no mega church. Like look at their clothing. They look silly. You know,
bums.
but we're the lively stones.
Where your whole
God.
class at? Where your
God,
building
how
at?
come nobody's out here watching you? You know?
Because they ain't meant for everybody to get.
The angels are watching
But
us.
it's a
Yahweh
spiritual
Shai
house,
is
man. This
watching
thing of
us.
ours that we're a part of is spiritual, man. It's not carnal. It's not we're not gonna have the best, like the brother said, we're not gonna have the top of the line Jordans on. We're not gonna have the best haircuts and the best clothing. You know, no, this is talks about John the Baptist. You know, when Yahweh Shai was saying, hey, what prophet were you looking for? You want to grab that up?
Yeah, I was grabbing it right now when you were saying it.
Khan. You know, he was wearing camel's hair. Tells you that in Matthew 3. You know, he wasn't wearing a flashy garment, man. And he was out there preaching in the wilderness, calling out in the wilderness. That's what we're doing. You know, what's the wilderness? Right now, America, Babylon the Great is the wilderness because this place has it's a lawless land, right? Even though it has laws of Esau, but we're talking about the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai because it lacks that. This place is looked at by the Most High as a lawless land, a wilderness, the wild. See,
fucking this land is lifeless, man. That's why it's known as the Valley of the Shadow of Death.
you know, and that again, this whole kind of the base of this lesson is the stumbling block that Yahweh Shai and his men are to the world. You got that, Ak?
God, this is Matthew 11 and verse 6. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. And as they departed, Yahweh Shai began to say unto the multitudes concerning John.
And it said right there, blessed is he who is not offended. Remember, this truth is going to be an offense to the 2/3, an offense to the heathen.
Yep.
Right? And that's ordained by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And as they departed, Yahweh Shai began to say unto the multitudes concerning John.
Concerning John the Baptist.
What went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaking with the wind? But what went ye out to see? But what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses.
God, and an example of soft raiment in this day and age would be that 3-piece suit I was mentioning earlier. You know, guys like Joel Osteen or T.D. Jakes or Creflo Dollar with the big mega church, the nice 3-piece suit. People think they got their shit together. Oh, these guys went to a seminary school. You know,
Or the motherfucking.
The Lord must be dealing with them.
the Lord's got to be dealing. This guy has to be a man of the Lord.
or
He's
the-
got this.
or the
He's on
motherfucking-
TV. You know,
The fucking
Televangelist.
majestic ass garments. Like,
God.
good Lord.
Matching.
Matching garments, shit shining all in the sun and shit.
Con. But again, the whole point of this lesson is just to show and teach, you know, the watcher that, hey, the Lord has set this thing up humbly, you know. Somebody want to grab that Matthew 11:25 through the Spirit?
It's a little bit more on there.
Oh, yeah, you keep going on that.
All right, verse 9. This is Matthew 11:9. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yeah, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. For this is he of whom it is written, Behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee.
Elijah.
Come on.
Yep.
Well, Elijah then, as John the Baptist is now, he was back in that same light as the other Abba Bivens, were preparing the way for Yahweh to be preached here in this last time, man.
Gone.
Because the elder Abba Bivens is Elijah the prophet that would come before
Preparing the way.
The great and horrible day of the Lord, man.
Gone.
What's up?
I'll say, man, that's a big deal to be a prophet of Yahweh Shemel Rashad, man. For all you people out there talking shit about, GMS, the leadership, and the men that are sincerely serving, that's a great offense, man.
Gone. You're better off to wrap a millstone around your neck and jump in the ocean, than to offend one of his little ones, as it is written, You got
Matthew
that?
11,
25?
verse 25, and it
What?
reads, At that time Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and has revealed them unto babes.
Gone. And what has he hid? He's hid this truth, this knowledge. He's hid this from those Joel Osteens of the world, the Creflo Dollars, the T.D. Jakes, Joyce Meyer. Man, that bitch ain't even supposed to be teaching. The Lord Yahweh has hid the true knowledge from all these mega churches, all these mega congregations that the world looks at like they think that's where the truth is. They think these people on the televangelists, with all the marketing and all the, it's a big deal to, from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
But the truth, it really dwells with humble men.
And the thing is, a lot of Israelites who know that Israelites still can't grasp that concept that this is not for everybody, man.
Con.
This is not about the entire nation right now. This is about the elect of Israel.
And why is that? Because they've been taught by those fucking mega churches.
They trying to take that universalism and bring it to the truth, like the Most High gonna save the entire nation of Israel all at once. No, man.
Yeah.
He did that before, and you niggas didn't appreciate it. So now he's only gonna save the elect.
God, the Most High not dealing with these televangelists.
Hey.
The Most High's not dealing with T.D. Jakes,
Hell no.
Joel Osteen. These dudes are all dying off, man. Matter of fact, Apostle Tahar did a breaking news earlier today on some Christian pastor that died
Cussing
off.
pastor.
That was
Yeah.
the cussing pastor.
Hey, shit, the
Yeah.
Pope about to croak.
The Pope's about to see
That
his
nigga about
last
to die.
days. And you got motherfuckers, I keep seeing articles, the Catholic Church is praying for Pope Francis.
Nah, let that nigga.
Who they praying to?
Let that nigga
Satan.
die.
Praying to Satan, man. That dude is good as dead.
I hope he die for
Call
the
Allah
weekend.
Yahweh
Call Allah
Bashem.
Yahweh. You got it.
Let me
But
give
yeah.
you 2 more verses, Baba Kasha.
Verse
verse
20.
20
On some closing steps, Akyam.
Verse 26. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight, all things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. So at the end of the day, man, the scriptures tell you that, hey, nobody could come to the Father but through Yahweh Shai. And at the end of the day, you can't even come to Yahweh Shai unless the Father draws you to him. And then Yahweh Shai has to open up that door to let you in to know all the secrets, the deep secrets.
For you to even receive it, it's and that's why we not bragging and boasting about nothing we have, man, or nothing we know, because it ain't of us. This is all of the heavens, man. This is all of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We had no say so in this.
Yep.
It was said, many are called, but few are chosen.
And that's why we're diligent with this thing of ours, because we got to make our calling and election sure, because there's good signs that all the men on this video were the hopeful elect, but we still, just because we feel that way doesn't mean we stop doing the lessons, stop doing the videos, stop doing the camps.
That's crazy, bro. If you in that spirit of just, I know it now, I ain't got to do nothing.
And then the elect that you have to put on as the elect, man. The elect is gonna grind until this thing over with. The elect is gonna stand firm until it's over with. So that's what we hoping to emulate and walk in, man. You see? I got one real quick. This is Isaiah 6 and 9, just going in what y'all was saying earlier. Isaiah 6:9, he said, "Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not.
3 through 5.
Make the heart of this people fat,
Solomon
and make
5.
their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed." Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant,
Damn.
and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. So that's how long the unbelievers are like, well, that's how long the 2/3 are going to stay blinded. Even
Yeah.
those who know they're Israelites.
God.
You're not going to get it. And that you're going to be in that state until
5,
what?
3, and then read
Until this
down
place is
to,
destroyed, man. That's what it's coming down
verse
to.
5.
You see this being made manifest, who's serving the Lord and who's not here in these last days, man.
And they repenting and groaning.
You see?
Huh, yep.
What's up, yeah?
Then we'll just close out on this what this brother got. Unless you got one Anna?
Okay.
I have
Okay, come. We'll close
Hey,
out
hold
on
on,
this.
hold on. I have-
Oh, you got one too?
Yeah, I
Grab
got-
out what you got, then Grant, we'll
I
close
must
out.
be allowed to
Bring it out. Bring it
Alright,
out.
so like this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
Come.
And the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Mm-hmm.
And base things of the world and things which are despised have the Most High chosen. Yeah, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. But of him are ye in Hamashiach Yahushai, who of the Most High is made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption.
Mm-hmm.
God, so the world's set up to look at us like foolish, right? And unwise, unlearned men, you know? They did that with, was it Paul and Peter? They perceived them as unlearned men. That's how they look at us when we're out on those corners. These guys don't got it. These guys can't have the truth.
Where's your
You know,
degree?
we hear them saying bad words, cuss words. There's no way these guys are the men of the Lord, you know? They lack understanding the scriptures. They err not understanding the scripture.
They've been given a false understanding of what a man of the Lord is.
Come.
They've had all these fucking perpetrators put in their face, and they look at them as being the men of the Lord, and they look at it as if you're not prospering in this world, the way these false pastors and preachers are, the Most High is not dealing with you. But that's what the scriptures tell you. They believe that gain is godliness, man, and that's the furthest thing from the truth.
Yep. So again, we're nothing more than a stumbling block, just like our Lord Yahweh Shai out there preaching this truth. He said that the preaching of the cross is foolishness, right, to the world. You know, except for those men who are those ordained spirits,
Yeah, no, we
those
love it.
holy souls that are, you know, are in the fold of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
That's right.
You got one there?
I got a quick one because it's just what you brought, what popped into my head. This is Sirach, chapter 2, verse 4. And it reads, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So at the, hey, you know what? Be glad that you're in this low state and that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is revealing everything to you, man, because you could easily have all the desires that the world chases after, man, and not have
Still
this
be
truth.
tormented.
And be tormented and,
You
and
know?
not know why you're in the conditions you're
You're
in,
still
man.
not happy, you know?
Yeah.
No stability in your soul.
Because
You
at
know?
the end of the day, we know what? That this is not forever. We're not going to be the tail forever. We're soon to be the head.
Done.
And it's not going to be just temporary for 250 years, man. It's going to be an eternal kingdom.
That's right.
Done.
That's right.
Shit ain't gonna stop. I'm not gonna say shit, but it ain't gonna stop. We'll close out on this real quick. Just because, again, going into the true servants of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai are stumbling blocks. All right, go ahead, Ak.
So this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 3.
And if I could say real quick, this is talking about when all these heathen, all these 2/3 are watching the Lord's true servants going up in chariots, receiving salvation. That's when you really know you're saved, going up in a chariot, right? So, go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 3. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach.
This stumbling block dude, this dude, there's no way he was the man of the Lord.
This nigga.
We thought he
This
was
nigga
shit.
right here, what? This motherfucking beaner, what? He going up in the chariot? While I'm sitting here being consumed in fucking nuclear fire,
This black bitch.
you know?
You got
While they skin melting off their face.
Exactly.
Con.
Told you niggas.
All right, verse 4. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
They thought we wouldn't get no honor from Yahweh Hashem Yeshua. They thought we were going to be in reproach. They thought, you know, they thought that we went crazy. You know, they looked at us. Oh my God, this dude's crazy. He hates white people. This dude is crazy. He stopped eating pork. He started growing out a beard. He looking. You know, it's a stumbling block, man. We're not of the world. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 5.
That's one.
How was he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot among the saints?
They can't believe that the saint, when they witness the true saints of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, they're going to be in disbelief, because again, the men of the Lord, starting out with our big brother Yahweh Shai, are stumbling blocks into this world, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna read it one more time. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? They're in disbelief.
Because at the end of the day, it's preordained by the Most High.
Yeah.
That's why.
Con. So with that, you know, hope the lesson was edifying. We want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakat, Quadash. Double honors goes out to our elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us truth. And I also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and shalom to the elect, shalom, and abad babal.
Shalom.
Abad babal.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom to the elect.
Call me Asperano.
Con.
That's right.